Hello guys, myself Mayank and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to discuss another famous topic in Databricks, Unity Catalog. It is generally been asked in interview questions also, but it is very common and it's a very famous topic in Databricks, right? So you should know, right, to what is this, how we can take its power or use its features, and what are some limitations also we're going to discuss in this video. So yeah, without wasting more time, let's discuss. So what is Unity Catalog, right? So it is a unified governance solution for data and all those objects in Databricks Lakehouse, right? It has some features we're going to discuss one by one and talk about it, right? So first is like it is a consolidated data catalog. So what do we mean by consolidated data catalog is, right? So let's say we have so many different objects present in different workspaces, and so it brings all of different workspaces or different objects. Object means a table, views, function, right? So it brings everything in under one umbrella, right? So it consolidates across all the workspaces and bring it under one umbrella so that we can have access to that. And the second point is it has the fine-grained access control. So fine-grained access control is means, let's say, because in a project, right, in a company we have hundreds of users, right? So every user doesn't have access to all the databases and all the tables, right? So we cannot provide all access to all the users, right? So we can select with the help of Unity Catalog. We can select, okay, which user will have to access to which DB, which table, which view, which functions, right? And because all the objects are present in under one umbrella, under one catalog, so it is easy to manage all those access related things. So it's a fine-grained access control, right? We can provide that. And third feature is like auditing, right? So it creates automatic audit logs also, right? So who is deleting which table, who's creating it, who is giving access to which table. So everything will be captured here, so that if we want to track something, right, someone has deleted the production table by mistake or something, we can go and check that, right? So that is the third feature of auditing, right? And fourth feature is like unified data lineage. So it is also again a very good feature in terms of, let's say, it creates a lineage. Lineage means like which table, let's say table A has dependencies on table B and C, and similarly other tables are dependent on A table, right? So it gives you a visualization picture or keep a track of everything, right? So that it is very easy to identify, okay, which table is used by or dependent on which table. So for example, I will give you an example, right? For example, let's say we have a job, right, and we found that, okay, this customer table maybe have some issues, right? The data is not good, right? So we go into the data lineage tab and we see the customer table data is coming from some other table, maybe Salesforce table, and we go into Salesforce table and we see, okay, the data is wrong there itself, right? So then we go back to that previous layer also and find out, okay, some maybe 3 or 4 joins are happening on some other tables, and then that was creating the Salesforce table. Then we see, okay, the third table has the correct data, so it means that there was some issue in joins or something, right? So that's that way, right, it helps us triaging it, right? Okay, where it is the issue happens. Or some other example is, let's say if we have to create some DAG also, right? Or let's say if we want to create simple, let's say if we want to create and delete a table, right, customer table, because I've created it, I am deleting it, right? But I want to check if there anyone who is using this table, I can get that info from data lineage tab, right, very easily. So it's a very useful feature. Some data lineage projects are also there just to create the lineages across all those tables, right? So when the pipelines getting complex, right, it is very useful. So next point is like cross workspace sharing, right? Let's say what happened, that it's a workspace of maybe data engineers and there's another workspace for data, maybe scientist team or some other team, right? And they want some data, right? So what we do, we copy the data and put it in some folder so that they can reuse it or something, query it or something. So or maybe for some other reason we have to copy the data. But in this, right, cross workspace sharing, what we can do is, right, we can create we can just simply give them the access to that particular database or table, right, and they'll easily access that, right? So that like it is all the tables we can cross across workspace in the inside workspace, even that outside Databricks also via delta sharing method that we'll discuss in some other video. But yeah, this feature is available. The last point is data discovery. So it happens, right, a lot of metadata is there and all. Now with the Gen AI feature included by Databricks, right, you can search the data. Let's say, I don't know, maybe which table out of maybe 1,000 tables, which table has the customer data, right? So maybe I can write it in search box and it can help me identify, okay, which column has maybe credit card number details, or which column has some other details, right? So I can search it and it will help me finding it over there, finding it with that search box. And now with the GenA also, it is very easy and intuitive to find. We can put the data description of all those tables into for all the columns and all. So that way we can it can help us in finding the discovery of the data, right? Finding the right data where it is present and all. So yeah, these are some features I thought of adding it over here. Now let's go to that next slide, which is like without and with Unity Catalog, how a look is, right? So without Unity Catalog, it looks like this, right? So there is a separate workspace and it has a separate user management, separate meta store and everything, right? But with Unity Catalog, it is just under one umbrella. Like everything you can manage at one place, so that you don't need to manage different workspaces, different accesses and all, right? So you can just pinpoint, okay, which user will have access to which catalog or which DB and all this, right? So that will be under one umbrella, consolidated data catalog I was talking about. So yeah, and this is the hierarchy, right? So you create a meta store. We'll be creating a meta store in next video. So this is a meta store, and then we create the catalog, and then we create the schema. Schema is nothing, you can consider the database, right? And then under that we create the different objects. Objects could be table, view, volume, model, and function. The tables are tables, right? Views, it's same like SQL tables and views. Volume is something in tables, like you work with the row column table, right? In volume we work directly with, interact directly with files instead of tables, right? Models are AI models, and functions are normally user defined functions and all. We can create and give access to that. So that is the hierarchy. And also there are some limitations also, although if with every version, right, they are working on that Databricks team, and we just have a long list, right? Maybe we can go, I'll just put the link in the description, you can check it there. But some of the limitations, right, which is little common, that is bucketing is not supported in Unity Catalog tables, right? And if you try to do the bucketing, you will get the error, right, exception error. And then custom partition also not there, like although like the plain partitions are there, but if you have to do some custom partition by using command like alter table, add partition and all those things, until now it is not supported in Unity Catalog. And then the overwrite mode for data frame write operations, that is also it's supported only for, it's not supported in delta tables, not for other, it's supported only for delta table, not for other file format, right? So that is one thing, right? If you are using some other file format, it is not supported. But yeah, delta tables, that's a default table format it is supported for now. So yeah, that's it for this video. In next video we'll be creating a Unity catalog and create some tables and do a lot more stuff over there. Yeah, if you like this video, yeah, just let me know what more topics you want me to cover. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.